Alberta Health is investigating after someone entered a Calgary care home to visit a family member when they were knowingly infected with COVID-19. There is now an outbreak at aged care Seton. At least 2 staff members have tested positive, and dozens of other employees and residents are being tested and isolated. And as you might imagine, their family members are furious. Brenna Rose has this exclusive report.
John McGrath's mother lives in aged care Seton. He's the one visitor allowed in to see her only once a week.
Well, it's frustrating because I'm doing my best to stay healthy so that I can see my mom.
His health is screened every time he walks through the door.
I sign in, I sign out, my temperature is recorded when I go in. There's, a dozen questions they ask you.
Monday, a family member visited the facility despite knowing they had tested positive for COVID-19.
To recklessly and knowingly, be aware that you have COVID and you're positive, you're supposed to be quarantined, and you go visit an elderly care home, signing in saying that you don't know you have anything like that. It's just beyond anything I could comprehend ever happening.
A memo obtained by CTV News states that someone who was COVID positive visited the first floor on December 7th, was screened, but did not disclose their COVID status. There's now an outbreak at aged care Seton. At least 2 workers have the virus, but it's not clear if the visitor spread the infection.
That you could be putting not just their lives at risk, but the lives of others around them at risk. And this is not a time to be taking these things lightly.
Anyone who tests positive for COVID-19 is legally required to isolate for 10 days.
If they do knowingly violate that, and particularly if they enter a very vulnerable setting, such as acute care or a long-term care home, those individuals could be faced with penalties such as a fine.
Police say they haven't been contacted, but an Alberta Health investigation is underway. The province says health officials are working with the care home operator to test and isolate residents. McGrath wants answers and says enforcement is needed.
This is an instance where, I wouldn't mind at all seeing somebody getting a ticket and being charged with something.
And Brenna joins us now. So Brenna, what is aged care saying tonight?
Well, Tara, we have reached out to aged care, but haven't yet heard back. Alberta's top doctor is reminding people who are feeling unwell to not visit a continuing care facility. 63% of our province's COVID-19 deaths to date were residents of care homes. Tara?
Okay, Brenna, thank you.